Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Woo. Woo. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Friends, ladies. Friends, Ed Marisiak. I'm the man in the chair. And this is East Toronto Living. And in this video, once again, we are going to be talking about an article from Blog.to, and it is titled, No one is buying new homes in Toronto anymore as sales plummet below 1990s crash. Yay. So if you want to learn more about this article, stay tuned. Hey friends, if you can do me a big favor, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Leave comments. It would mean the world to me. I'm loving the comments, and they're awesome, and they're doing great things for the channel. And I'm really grateful. I'm grateful for all my subscribers. You know, you guys, you folks, all of you, you mean the world to me, and I really appreciate your loyalty to my channel. It's just awesome. And hey, don't forget, if you have any questions about real estate, about any of the properties we've been featuring, or if you want to get out, see some property, or if you just got general questions about real estate, you know, let's book a Zoom call if you're out of town, or let's meet for coffee. I mean, remember some of my old videos from way back when I was featuring coffee places nearby in the area? We could hit one of those, or we could just go to a place that's of your choice. Anyhow, let's meet. I'd love to meet people, and let's talk about your real estate needs. Okay, let's get to it. Dive in. Once again, this reporting is from Blog.to, and it's titled, No one is buying new homes in Toronto anymore as sales plummet below 90s crash. Oh, God, please. Okay, well, let's dive in, because you know there's a lot of truth to this, and I mean, numbers are numbers. Numbers don't lie. I mean, they are what they are. But let's just try to keep things in perspective here, because as I said in my last video, there's no such thing as a bad market. There's either a buyer's market, a seller's market, or a balanced market. And right now, we are in a buyer's market. So if you're looking to buy, you know, you could not get a better time to buy right now, because this what's going on right now is historic. Never have we had prices drop and we have low interest rates. That's never happened, at least not in my lifetime. But from my understanding is that's never happened in Canada. So some great opportunity. Just keep that in mind. But okay, let's get into this article, because I want to dive in, and I want to dispel some of the negativity here, because well, I mean, as it's probably bad. Well, it's bad news for developers, because they got to sell all this product that's sitting, and they spent a fortune, because building supplies are up, and of course costs went up, everything went up, and their profit margins are thin. Now they're sitting on all this unsold inventory that's costing them, because it costs a fortune to hang on to this stuff. I mean, I know, believe me. So here we go. Let's get into this article a little bit. So it opens, even if you're not involved or even interested in the Toronto Real Estate Board or real estate in general, the sales trend of the last while has been absolutely fascinating. Well, no kidding. I mean, for owners, if you're not an owner or investor or a developer or a realtor, I mean, it's the whole market has flipped on its head. So, yeah, I guess it has. I don't really, like I say, I don't think it's bad or good or indifferent. But I mean, it is a pretty rough economy right now. We've obviously seen a lot of inflation, but as of last month, as of July, inflation is kept down to 1.7%. I just checked, and that's really good. That's below target. I mean, we want it below 2. I mean, anything less than that is, I think it still would be good. I think if inflation stayed, neutral for a year or two, let wages and salaries catch up to it. I think that would be a good thing. But a lot of economists say that a deflation would be a very bad thing. I think that would be a good thing in the short term. But I mean, if it's too long. But we're not there, and it's unlikely that happened in Canada. And of course, I also says rampant unemployment and the ongoing trade war with the U.S. and interest rates, higher interest rates, which are finally coming down, which they are. And it's quite possible that we could see a rate drop I believe it's September 17th. Again, I checked that again. So cross your fingers. I'm looking forward to a couple of those. And it's very likely that we might see those. Because buyers, for the most part, are still sitting on the sidelines, and which is a bit of a conundrum. I mean, we are seeing sale. We saw an 11% increase in July of sales activity, but we did see a lot of properties did come on the market, but it is improving. Well, this is what this article is all about here. And I do want to share this because Building Industry and Land Development Association, BUILD, just reported that only 359 new homes were sold in July. Versus last year at this time, almost 2,000 new homes were sold across the GTA. Basically, 1,941 units were sold. Ouch. That's pretty brutal. And that's not good for developers, how much choice the buyers have right now. We've got about we know that over 17,000 new homes got listed in July, and again 6,100, which is a huge increase over the last few months, because the last few months have been very low sales, and now we're starting to see the market turn. Now we did see a drop in price. Yeah, 5.5% decrease in the average sales price, which the average sales price is as of July almost 1,052,000, and that's a 5.5% drop. So, which I reported in my last video, but I'm just reminding. But again, here we are, market continuing with this article. Yeah, 359 homes, new homes sold. I'm not a huge fan of new homes, and really, they tend to be more expensive. Well, they're brand new, and also there's HST on them. I mean, you get the price of a new home plus HST on top. Now you get all that HST back in grants, and if you do the paperwork right, you could actually get a rebate. But I don't personally sell them. I never have. I've never done any these deals. I strictly do resale. Resale has always, I think, to me, is a better deal. I mean, when you think about it, you get a home 40, 50 years old that's been renovated. I think that's a better buy than a brand new home. I mean, even brand new homes, they're cutting corners, and they're. I mean, I go in and I see tons of code violations. I see tons of them, and they're trying to cut corners and so forth, see what they can get away with. And they get away with a lot too, because there's simply not enough inspectors in the city, and if they do get caught, it's a slap on the wrist. I mean, they give maybe a couple grand for a fine or something. That's really what happens. And anyway, let's not get into that. We're getting a little off topic, but I mean, it's important information for you to know. I'm not a big fan. I mean, if you could get a good new home and for a good price, and you can manage the upfront taxes, and then you do get it all back. That being said, I'm not a huge fan, but hey, by all means, if you're looking to buy something like that, I wouldn't be the man that you want to talk to about that. But I can refer you to my friends, like Victor. Victor. I mentioned them before, Victor Pasquale or Fernando Perry, or maybe somebody else here in my office here that do new home sales. I can refer you to those kinds of people that are more expert in that. But I don't do them. But the article continues. It goes on that this downturn is as just as severe as it was in the 1990s, possibly in terms of new build, because I think new build back then probably halted. But I could tell you, I was around in the 1990s. I remember I wasn't in real estate sales, and I wasn't investing in real estate. I was in my 20s. But I remember because I was unemployed for years during that period. I mean, I was unemployed for so long, I just ended up going back to school. I went back to business college. I went for 2 years because there's nothing to do. I mean, I might as well educate myself. And I tried to get into music college, didn't get in. God, imagine that, eh? But I got into business administration, which I'm glad I did. It was a very good course. I learned a lot, and I'm grateful for having that's where I got my first taste of sales, because I had a sort of minor in marketing and even a sub minor in sales, because marketing and sales virtually the same thing, more or less. And that's when I got interested in sales, which was really good. But the point is, it was pretty bad. The economy was so bad. I remember every third house was for sale. Boy, if I had money back then, But hey. We're not there yet, but we're close. We're 80% there. We're not there yet. We're not in a recession. Yes, with the unemployment, like I mentioned earlier, is 6.9%, which is not great. And also it's heavy on young people unemployment too. There's a heavy emphasis on that younger people are more unemployed at this time, and that's not too good. But let's try to be positive, because there's this market is improving. I mean, I'm seeing all the signs, and I'm reporting it as I see it, and things are changing. And I think I mentioned before, we're gonna see a very active market this fall. I can almost guarantee that by spring, it's going to go out of control, because I think we're going to have a lot of pent up demand. I mean, you can only stay in your parents' basement for so long until when you have a pocket full of money waiting to buy real estate, and you're just waiting. You got to buy at some point, and now's the time to do so. I mean, we've been, we're at the bottom now, and I've been advocating that for months, and some people are starting to pull the trigger and taking my advice and my colleagues' advice, and. Let's just get out and take advantage of this amazing opportunity, and I want to end this video because once again it talks about the condo market being at an all-time low, which it is, but even that's changing, because we're seeing more sales even in that segment, but freehold, semis, detached homes are still selling reasonably well. I mean, if you're a seller and and you have that to sell, it's pretty good. I mean, understand too. From 2021 to 2023, we saw about a 25% increase in real estate, increase in value, and that's insane. And even back then, I said numerous times, that's unsustainable. It's going to crash. And it did, and it dropped a lot, which it did. But we dropped from an insane high to more or less a normal high. I understand Toronto is an expensive market. We're in a major economic hub here. So people want to live downtown or close to it, so it's going to be expensive. It's a major city. It's probably the most expensive city in Canada. Always rivaling Vancouver, they flip flop, but for the most part, Vancouver tends to be more expensive. But again, you don't have to live. Again, I always say you don't have to live right here in Toronto. I could definitely help you if you want to live outside of the city. I do have my limits too, how far I will help. But I will go as far as Oshawa, where I'm from, and I can help you find a place there. And you're gonna find good real estate that's about 70-60% of the same price as what you would get here in Toronto. All right, friends. I hope that helps. I hope that clears up some things. Just remember, we're in a buyer's market, and this is the time to buy. And we're not going to be here for long. We're slowly making our way to a balanced market. I predict we're going to be there soon, but we may be back into a seller's market as soon as the springtime. Okay, so. I think that pretty much wraps it. Yes, it does. It wraps it up. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate it. Don't forget, every Thursday at 5 o'clock, I put out a new video. And today's Thursday. Once again, I'm going to be rushing to edit this bad boy to get it up. And don't forget, call me, text me, email me if you got any questions, real estate related. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm loving the comments that you all been sending me. Thank you so much. I even like the negative ones. Thank you for those. I know, because they actually help the channel grow. Bye for now.